So I have another scenario for you. Living on a budget, I have this old remote that I found, and the reason why I pulled this one out of the storage is because I bought a TV for 50 bucks. Somebody was getting rid of it, but it didn't have a remote. And so I found this deal. I've heard that Vizio TVs were good TVs, so I decided to get it, and I needed to figure out how to find a remote that will work with it. I found this DirecTV remote. It's rather old. I was looking through videos to try to figure out how to program it. Basically, they have other videos. I'll put links down in the description below where you could see what remote works for yours. Basically, the idea is the same once you get the concept, but basically on the other remotes you have to hold down select and mute until the red light flashes a couple times. On this older one it didn't work, and so I had to figure out what I couldn't find any videos on how this worked. But basically I figured out that the DirecTV button and the power button have to be held down. So they hold down until that red light goes solid. And so the concept is similar. So you just have to hold down two buttons. On the newer remotes, you just hold down select and mute, and then the light flashes wherever the light is. And then on this older one, it's just the DirecTV button and the power button. And so as soon as you do that, the remote opens up for a new code to enter in. So then you have to enter in a code. And what I had to do was figure out what codes that this Vizio TV accepted. And so you have to look online. Basically, I just looked up Vizio TV codes, and sometimes there's a list here where you could look up Vizio television, and then there's a list of codes. Basically, you could choose one code at a time, and then enter, try one at a time, and see which one works. So I've been doing that. I'll just go through the process with you. And so if your TV remote is a little bit different, you'll have to figure out the general concept of what is happening here to reprogram. So on this remote, since it's older, it just has a different type of different buttons to push. The concept is the same. Let's look at what it does with the list of codes that I have. So basically I'm going to hold down the power button down here, which is a strange place to have it, and then the TV direct button until that red light holds solid. So now it's open for a code, and then the TV Vizio codes that I looked up, I'll just punch in the first one. 0891 is the first one, and then I think I just push power, I guess, and then see what happens. So that didn't work. Let's just go to the next one. It's a 0912. So I guess I have to do this over again. Hold the power and the TV button until it comes on. Then it's open for a code, and then 0912 912. And then I could maybe push the power button, or some videos say to push the volume button or something, or the play button. It's a little bit different on each video on remotes, but generally the concept is the same. So I'm gonna look up, there's some other codes somewhere. So I looked up these codes, and this is basically remote codes, universal remote. So this is considered a universal remote, programmable. They just call it a DirecTV remote. So the Vizio remote codes for universal remotes. And I could put this link also in the description below. And this is just for Vizio. You could look up for other TVs. Anyway, so this is the 4-digit remote codes. I figured it was 4 digits just because when I put in 3 digits, that light was not flashing the same. It's hard to explain, but if I punch in a code, let's reset this. So now it's open for a code, and then I'll do a 0056 and watch that light. 0056. So right when I push 6, the fourth digit, then it flashes a few times. So it tells me that this is a 4-digit remote code. And I suppose that because I tried 3 and then I didn't get the same reaction. I just got like just a solid light again. So with the 4 code, it just felt like it was registering something. So I just kind of had to put 2 and 2 together and just assume that it was the 4-digit code. So I'm just going to go down the list a little bit and I'll see which one works. So just keep so TV power, reset it. It's open for a code. So let's do 0178. 0178. Let's see if it accepts that one. I'll just kind of press TV power, see if it does anything. I'll press some other buttons. See, since this is an old remote, it probably functions a little bit differently, but I was trying to figure out what the concept was. And my TV is gonna shut down because it's just been sitting there. So the TV has to be on. I forgot to say that. But the TV, whatever device you want to hook up to the universal remote, the device has to be on. So let's try a different code. Reset this, TV and direct. And the light is on. Is it ready for a code? 121, let's see. 0128. 0128. And oh, hey, the power went off. So it accepted that code, I guess. So let me push the power again, and it comes on. Fantastic, I found a code that works. So that's what worked with this old remote, and I don't have to go and look for one or buy one or anything. But I'll be able to use the volume. So now it accepts the signal, and then channels. I can change the channels up there. And I haven't quite got the input button to work yet. Hopefully I can get that to work sometime, because that would be a good handy thing to have. But anyway, I got it to work, so I could at least, power it off, power it on, and then change the volume, and so that at least makes me at least a little bit happy, so I can at least have something. So other remotes may be a little bit different, but I'll put some links down below so you can figure out what remote is going to work for your TV, and you'll have more information. So hopefully that helps you out. Give me a thumbs up if it helped, and look at my other links and resources below. Thanks a lot.